Everybody, I said I was going to start doing more videos of my fishing gear, and this is the review for my brand new Temple Fork Outfitters 9-foot 8-weight BVK fly rod. I can't say enough about this rod. 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, whatever you want to rate it. It's 100% bang for the buck. Probably one of the best rods I've ever owned. I actually am using it to replace a Sage Z-Axis 9-foot 8-weight. I had the opportunity to fish with the rod about 2 weeks before I purchased it. Then I bought it and fished with it twice and sold my Z-Axis the next day. I couldn't justify the money for that Z-Axis compared to what this is half the price and will chunk line with the best of them. I mean, it's unbelievable. It only weighs 3.2 ounces, which for an 8-weight is remarkable, and for a TFO is even more remarkable. They're known for being rather stout rods for their size, and but anyway, it's considered a fast action rod. I don't necessarily agree with that. It's not as tip flex as they like to say it is. Every review you read, they say it's a very fast rod. It honestly feels closer to a mid flex than a fast action rod, but the thing is, it's not a mid flex either. They combine the two, really. They made it kind of in between a mid and a tip flex rod, and the thing is, it really just will chunk line and as accurate as you want it to be. They combined the distance of a tip flex with the accuracy of a mid flex, and really just most of the time when brands try to do that, it doesn't turn out too pretty. But this BVK is unreal. I was able to hit it 30 feet into the backing and still land it within a hula hoop. I mean, it's unreal how accurate you can be with this rod. And now the line I'm going to be pairing with the rod, the Rio Clouser, the weight forward 8-weight floating line. I've already had it on the reel, that's why it looks kind of funny, but I've already had it on the reel and took it off, and because it's shad season now and floating line doesn't get it done. The reel I'm going to be putting on the rod is this Worldwide Sportsman, the Gold Cup 3. This is the 7 to 9 weight size. No one gives this reel any credit. Everyone at Bass Pro knows this reel. There's not a reel out there that will take more of a beating than this Gold Cup. They will handle everything you throw at it, and has one of the best drags I've ever had in a fly reel. I know tie-bore reels that don't have a drag as good as this sucker. No one gives it any credit. Completely sealed. You could dunk it, leave it in salt water for days, come back, pick it up. It could be as smooth as silk. Nobody gives this reel any credit. But if you haven't played with one, I'd strongly urge you to go to a Bass Pro Shops and pick one of these up. They run $209.99. As you can see, the line I got on there now is definitely not that Clouser. It's actually 8-weight running line with a 25 foot of Rio T11. Now 11 standing for the 11 grains per foot, but that's what I'm using to get down to the shad, and they are deep, so I need that extra weight of a sink tip to get down there and catch them. Only drawback to that reel is it's a tiny bit heavy, but for what I'm using this rod for, just humming line, and it doesn't really matter. Really good looking rod. A lot of people really think it looks pretty good. That color, the translucent olive with the woven graphite, still olive reel seat. I can't say enough about this rod. Just phenomenal, top to bottom, and for the price, it's a steal. $249.95, and you can even look up on YellowstoneAngler.com. They did the 8-weight shootout, and the only rod that beat it consistently was the Helios. It even beat the Sage 1 in a few categories, which Helios is $900. The Sage 1 is $720. So $250. Even if it was number 3, I would still buy a $250 rod over a $720 or a $900 rod. But that's just me. But yep, that's all I got to say about it. I can't say enough, but honestly, it's one of the best fly rods I've ever owned. And if anybody has any questions about it, just let me know. And don't forget to subscribe, leave comments, and all that good stuff. Thanks a lot.